Day 39. Dawn's fine, if not a little breezy. The wind really blew last night. But this is peeking through the trees here. This is the view. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day like yesterday. And I must say, if my leg felt good yesterday, it feels even better today. So this morning it looked almost normal. It still hurts, but it's doing really well going downhill. Today's going to be more downhill than up. And got 11 miles on the schedule, 1,800 of elevation. But I know I'm going to feel like going further. And Irwin is only another 6 after that. So we'll see what happens when I get in. I'm making really good time now. It's a cool morning. Like I said, the wind was really blowing last night. And it was mild. It was a little bit chilly at the end of the evening. I had to wake up and put on my fleece jacket, but otherwise, the site had 30-something, I guess, college kids from a Bible college on an 8-month program for team building and training and that kind of thing. And this was just part of their deal. So the place was inundated with youth, but they were really nice kids. I spoke to a couple of them, and they're really into it, and they were asking a lot of questions, that kind of thing. So today's looking good. I'll let you know if anything exciting happens, if I get any good views. It's going to be tough to beat Big Bald from yesterday, but we'll see what we can do. I know you believe me when I said there was a lot of destruction here from the Helene, the hurricane, but wow, this is amazing. Just recently passed a whole work crew from the U.S. Forest Service. I was going to show you what was behind me. And there were probably 15 of them, and I think some might have been volunteers, but they were in here with chainsaws and come-alongs and axes, and their job was to clear the Appalachian Trail. So got a chance to talk to the leader of the group, and he said he was out of New Mexico, and he had a crew from all around the country that was in here, from New Mexico, as well as several from New Hampshire and some from the Midwest, and it looked like some locals. As I said, some volunteers maybe were with them, but they're going at it like crazy, and had some nice chainsaws, I must say. I'm jealous, but that is what they're working on, and if it wasn't for them, we would never get through this. I can see that it would be impossible, and they've already done a ton of work. And so anyways, it was interesting to talk to them, see them work a little bit, and find out what their mandate was. But it does make a lot of difference. Wow. And maybe I'll show you some of the view that I'm looking at as I go through here. It's starting to clear up, it's only 9:30. But the fog is beginning to burn off, and it's going to be another beautiful day. Now, let's see if we can get some action shots. Oh, I gotta make sure this is still on because of the fumbleitis when I put it in the holder. Yep, it is. Okay. We'll just walk down through this, give you some idea of what the extent of this is. It's amazing. The leader of the group of Forest Service folks. Let's see if I can get this a little bit better. Well, I was talking to him. I said, well, he I said maybe this was the 100-year hurricane, and that, you know, once this got cleaned up, it'd be a long time before it needed to be done again. And he had a different opinion. He thought that this was just the beginning of more of this kind of really violent weather action. Look up the hill there. This is where I was just that I took the pictures before. He said he thought maybe because of climate change that this was going to be a more more common thing, more severe weather than we've had before. But wow, these guys have done a lot of work already for sure. And of course, I can't help thinking that I just walked past enough wood to fuel a small town of wood-burning stoves, but you never get it out of here. It's so remote. So apparently, on the same subject, work has just begun in one section of the trail where they're going to try and salvage the wood. I guess it's in a place where they can get at it more easily. But the trail has been closed, and there's going to be walk-arounds through a different part of the forest. Apparently there's a dirt road that parallels where they're going to be doing the work, and it's on the trail. So it'll be interesting to see that. Apparently that work has started. The notification has gone out. I forget how I heard about it, but somebody who was in the know read a note, text message, or something maybe from the Forest Service or from the ATC stating that there would be they're like 10-mile sections that are closed and rerouted, and there would be people there to help the hikers figure it all out, but it's official. So look at this. Wow. Amazing. And these are hardwood trees now. These are not the, as I was taking some video before, they were evergreen trees that caught the wind after the ground was saturated and the wind just pulled them over. But these guys are hardwood, and they just came down. And I'm sure, you walk through here and you see all this, beautiful, straight hardwood. It's like, well, there's thousands of board feet of lumber and all this. Just how do you access it? And the answer is not easily and expensively, I guess. But we'll see when we get to the section that's closed is coming up in a couple of days, I think, for me, and I will see if it makes sense in how they're going to get it out of there. But if there's a dirt road that parallels the Appalachian Trail, that might be the answer. That there's already a means of access. I'll just do a little more video. I'm going to come up over this rise just to show you what's down here. Incredible. Look at that thing. Well, if I thought I had more time, I'd go wading. That is nice. Yep, I bet that's pretty cool too. So I just came out of Spivey Gap, and there was some amazing trail magic there. Had a hamburger and a hot dog, and a cup of coffee, and Dr. Pepper, and a whole bunch of fruit. And they had a resupply box there, and I got a can of fuel. So really amazing. They do it every Good Friday, and it just added to a really nice day. It got even better. So I'm headed up again, climbing, and plenty of time for reaching my goal today, even though I made a stop. Okay, well, we have got some wildlife photography here. It's a black snake in the trail sunning. Not sure how I'm going to get around him. He's looking at me rather menacingly, but maybe I'll go around behind him and see what happens. So there you go, wildlife shot.